Yeah, go ahead and put that back on. That was my fault. Good morning, Unity of Sarasota.
Good morning.
How's everybody this morning? We good? Let's get on our feet and sing "Thank You for This Day's Spirit." Clap your hands. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Day. It's healing day. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant health. My radiant health. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. It's beautiful. This beautiful day. Now, thank you for delight, Spirit. Thank you for delight. Thank you for delight, Spirit. Thank you for delight. My joy is delight. My joy is delight. Well, thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful life. My wonderful life. One more. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This perfect day. This perfect day. Thank you.
Good morning. And welcome to Unity of Sarasota, where we are an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right now. My name is Stephen Butler, and I am your platform assistant for this morning. So, please join me in reading our mission statement. We are a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. And now, Reverend Elizabeth will lead us in the opening prayer.
Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. And welcome to this moment. And join me in prayer, which is our foundation. And how do we do that? By stopping the outer world for a moment and taking a breath and going within. And when we go within, we go to that place that always meets us with open arms, that place where we know that we are whole and complete. This place where we are at peace, calm, where we can be compassionate and courageous. So here we are in the presence of the living, loving God, the great I am. And we totally allow ourselves to be immersed in this beautiful light. And we ask that whatever needs to be healed, be healed. Whatever needs to be revealed on this Sunday morning. And we give thanks for everyone that is serving today. And we give thanks for a wonderful service. And together we say, thank you, sweet Spirit.
Thank you.
And so it is.
So it is.
Is there anyone here for the first time? If so, please stand and let us know so we can find out who you are, where you're from, and plus our ushers have a special gift for you. No? Well, That's all righty. If anyone is here for the second time or multiple times, just raise your hand there. Multiple times. Okay, Andy, what? All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, multiple times. Well, everyone else, welcome home. Welcome back home. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so we have an absolutely wonderful array of announcements that are happening, lots of things that are happening here. We are planning a special Easter potluck on April 20th. Now, if you would like to bring a dish or donate towards a turkey or ham, please connect with Sarah or use the sign-up sheet in the fellowship hall. On April 4th, it is our first Friday Kirtan featuring Bhakti Bliss with Cheryl Chafee. It starts at 7:30 right here in the sanctuary. On Sunday, April 6th at 12 noon, we will be holding our first monthly Reiki Enlightenment Circle. I see some excited individuals here. All right. Whether you're a Reiki practitioner or simply seeking peace, this circle is for you to connect, heal, and grow together. And sign up is in the fellowship hall. We are constantly honoring Reverend Amy's tradition and her gifts to this spiritual community. And we are going to be continuing our second Friday Film, Fun, and Food night on April 11th at 6:30. The feature film will be Jesus Christ Superstar. How appropriate for Easter. That's happening, right? And this will include a yummy buffet dinner and all for $10. What a bargain, right? $10 dinner and a movie. And so please make sure that you sign up in the fellowship hall for that. And on Monday, April 7th at 7 p.m., that is Matt Venuti, will be performing Americosmos, an immersive and awe-inspiring live music and visual voyage through the heart of nature. And here is a short promotional video, if we have that. So we hope that you will join us on April 7th at 7 p.m. here in the sanctuary for Americosmos. And now, please stand with me and as we sing our unity song.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel is already here, is already real. There is no one out there, there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and you're gather all your troubles, leave them all to me. There I'm always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity.
And please remain standing and join me in reading our statement of being. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are an individualized expression of God. And now Reverend Elizabeth will read the daily word.
Our daily word for today is forgive. And I just want to say it's very appropriate for this Lent season where we're doing the cleanup job. And the affirmation is, my soft heart expresses love as I forgive. Let us say that together. My soft heart expresses love as I forgive. Holding on to hurt caused by someone's words or actions is harmful to mental, physical, and emotional health. If I stew over these negative feelings, it's likely I will feel worse. It is when I am willing to let go of these troubling emotions that the healing begins. Forgiveness is healing. Realizing the slight may have been unintentional, or the one who hurt me may be unaware of my pain, I feel compassion. I let go of by repeating the words, I forgive you, silently to myself, which helps me speak these words aloud when I am able. If I have caused unintentional harm, I ask for forgiveness. Through divine love, I forgive and I am forgiven. As I express this love, I mend feelings and open the way to peace and harmony. And the scripture is from Luke 6, verse 37. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. And now, relax, enjoy the music, and let's get ready for meditation.
I tend to question all I know, and then it's on with the show. I hope you like it, but how are you today? What's heavy on your mind? How do you suppose we find the answer to what you're looking for? Who knows the answers to your question? Who knows the way? The answers to your questions. Who knows the way? So now we begin. Let go of all the spin. Just ask. Answers will appear. Deep in your heart, Questions are the place to start. Relax. I think you know the way. And the questions simply open up your mind. In the answers your eyes will see once where you were blind. All of life is looking for the right answers and questions. You know the answers to your questions. You know the way. You know the answers to your questions. You know the way. So challenge your life. Keep the edge upon the knife. Remember what this life is for. Nothing stays the same. You and I will play the game and question, is there any more? And the question simply open up your mind. The answers your eyes will see once where you were blind. All of life is filled with looking for the right answers and questions. You know the answers to your questions. You know the way. You know the answers to your questions. You know the way. You know the way. You know the way.
Thank you. That was beautiful. All right, now is our time to relax and go within. So take a deep breath in gratitude. As we inhale, we are grateful, grateful for this new day, grateful for this opportunity to be more aware of our divinity. And so let the breath relax you. As you exhale, release, let go. Just focus on your breath now for a few times, just observing the in and out of your breath. Every breath is a reminder that you are being lived. And if you haven't done so already, I invite you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, relax. Relax. Let go. Let go. Let go and let God be God in you, as you. Just as the chair is supporting you in this moment, the entire universe is loving and supporting you. You're never alone. You're not alone. You are loved deeply. Let everything be still in this moment. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. Peace. be still. I am centered in God. Centered in God, I know that all is well. Centered in God, I feel the presence permeating every part of my being. And I choose to open my mind and my heart to greater awareness of the truth of who I am. I am ready to be free. I am ready to be free of whatever may be holding me back. Take another breath, a conscious breath, all your way to your belly. And as you exhale, let it go, let it go, let it go. And we call forth the powers within us from the great I Am presence, and calling forth love, divine love and wisdom, understanding, order, and imagination. And I invite you to use the power of imagination to see yourself as a beautiful presence of light, that within you, you have an amazing garden. It is the garden of your soul. And so I invite you to plant seeds of love, of beauty, of wisdom, of your most wonderful desires of your soul. What do you want? What do you want? We use the power of our imagination to visualize what we want, and these are the seeds that we are planting in our inner garden. What do you want? Think of your relationships. Does any relationship need healing? Are you ready to open up to greater compassion? Are we planting seeds of compassion, of understanding, and pulling out the seeds that are not serving us, that are become weeds, the weeds of misunderstanding, pulling out the weeds of judgments, the weeds that are holding us back, weeds of lack, limitations, not good enough, loneliness. We pull them out and we plant seeds of joy, of possibilities. How about in health? Calling forth greater health, healing health, wholeness, tapping into our inner wholeness, inner life, planting seeds of new life, possibilities, trusting and knowing the divine intelligence in us is watering our seeds, seeing ourselves whole and complete. And take a moment now to plant the seeds in your inner garden that you desire. And make the commitment that you will be pulling out the weeds of misunderstanding, weeds of judgments, as we give ourselves full permission to forgive and be forgiven, to free our minds and our souls from all past hurts and regrets. This is a new beginning, a new moment where we agree to be free. Nothing can hold me back if I am totally immersed in pure beingness. I am free, and I have wings to fly high above the clouds of misunderstandings. I am the infinite sky. I am unlimited. I am the beautiful presence of all there is, appearing uniquely as me. And now, as we breathe again, we commit to come here over and over again to our inner garden, plant new seeds, pull out the weeds, by watching our thoughts, by watching our attention. Where it goes, there goes our power. So we stay centered in the here and now. And knowing this truth, we let the beautiful light in our hearts go forth, permeating every part of our being and beyond, filling this entire space and knowing that there is no separation. This is a wonderful time to send love and light to your family, to your friends, to all the prayers in the prayer chest, knowing that God is the answer to every prayer. We send love and light to our entire community, whether here in person or wherever they are in the world. We are one, and we are grateful that we come together in the one mind and the one heart. And now let us just bask in the silence, in the stillness. We listen to that still, small voice. And now, make the commitment in your heart that you can come over within yourself over and over again to listen to the guidance and to watch your thoughts and pull out the weeds that no longer serve you. And gently begin to come back, taking a breath as we say, thank you, sweet spirit. Coming back, feeling our feet on the ground, wiggling the fingers. And whenever you're ready, begin to open your eyes. Namaste.
All right, we have a fun song for you now. Get you back in the room with me. And let's go. Yes to life. I'm saying yes to life. I'm saying yes. Oh, yes to life. I'm saying yes to life. I'm saying yes to life. Within me is expressing itself right now. The spirit of joy in me is expressing itself right now. What are we gonna create today? The universe is ready to play. Yes, spirit will surely gonna lead the way if you just say yes. Oh yes to life. I'm saying yes. Yes to life. I'm saying yes. Oh yeah. Yes to life. Saying yes. Yes to life. Well, yeah. Saying yes to life. Well, the spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. Oh, the spirit of life within me is expressing itself right now. Well, whatsoever you can conceive. If you believe it, you can achieve. The universe will always agree. If you just say yes. Well, saying yes. Yes, yes. I'm saying yes to life. I'm saying yes. Yes. Well, saying yes to life. I'm saying yes. Yes, 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 yes to life. I'm saying yes, 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 yes to life. Yes to life. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Y'all doing good out there.
Wow, that was fun. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel great? How many of you are ready to say a big yes to life? Yay! Yay, 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 yay. I am too. Life is wonderful. Life is magnificent. Life is beautiful. Life is God. Life is wonderful. So, why aren't we always feeling like that? Huh? Because we're sleeping. Actually, that's kind of what I want to talk today, because we have fallen into a dream, and we're here to wake up from this dream that we're totally in. This dream. Once we wake up, and in those moments where we have this glimpse of the beauty of life, wow, 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 wow. Magnificent. How many of you have read The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz? Wonderful. Most of you have. If you have not read The 4 Agreements, run and get the book and read it. And those of you who have read the book, reread the book. Because it's not enough to study it. How do we live it? How do we live it? And sometimes it's so simple, it gets overlooked. However, putting into practice, that is the work. When we put it into practice, right? That's the work. That's the work that we're all into. Like the 5 unity principles. How many of you are pretty new to unity and don't know about the 5 unity principles? It's okay. If you don't, okay, I'm going to share a little bit about what the 5 principles are. Because every so often it's a good reminder. January, we really worked on those principles. First one is one presence, one power in the entire universe. We're in a quantum universe, no separation. Everything is interconnected. The second one is that presence is within each one of us. The great I am is the name of God. It is who you are. It is the Christ consciousness, the Atma, the Buddhic nature, whatever you want to call it. It is our divine self, which within that there's many, many gifts, beautiful gifts, of powerful gifts, 12 of them and more, that are life-affirming, life-affirming. Third is, we create our reality by the thoughts we hold in mind. There's energy, right? Fourth is, this is a movement of prayer, meditation, prayer, coming back into alignment over and over again. And the fifth is not enough to know this. You have to put it into action. And putting it to action means on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis, be aware of who you are. And how do we do that? One of the things that we're going to unhook today, if you all agree, is our attention. Because where our attention goes, there goes our power. Turn to the person next to you and say, where your attention goes, there goes your power. Where your attention goes, there goes your power. So when you get hooked, unhooked. That's the whole thing, and this is why we're going to talk about. And so Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements talks about, he begins with this story, this story that we're all in a dream, right? We're all in a dream, and he talks about a caveman that all of a sudden had this dream that he walks out of the cave on a new moon, which, by the way, we are in a new moon. Yesterday was a new moon. On a new moon, and the sky was clear, and he sees all these beautiful stars. And then he realizes, I am made of light. I am made of the stars. And he sees his body as full of light. And throughout history, we've had a few masters that have had that awareness, like Jesus Christ, that realized I and the Father am one. But he also said, everything that I have done and more you can too. The Buddha realized this. Men throughout history have had this glimpse of our divinity and how to be that in the greatest way. And we've all had moments where we lose ourselves in the beautiful nature, or moments in seeing a baby, or those moments. And that's just a little speck of who we are because of the smoky mirror, this play of consciousness, as Don Miguel calls it, the smoky mirror, this dream that we're in, this dream of separation. And it goes like, we're all in a collective dream, this collective dream that is made up of individual dreams. It's what Carl Jung calls the collective consciousness. We're in it, It's here, and it's all. And so, what is ours to do? Watch where our attention goes over and over again. Over and over again. This dream of the planet is a collective dream, and it goes forth from the dream of the family that we're born in, the culture we're born in, the community, the city, the country, the world. All of that is the outside dream. How do we change the outside dream? By changing the inner dream. By waking up from what's going on in us. And that attention, that's why I'm talking so much about attention, is our ability to discriminate and to focus on that which we want to perceive. So when we notice that we're perceiving something that feels icky and constricts us, that's when we got to, so no, I'm not giving my power to this. I'm taking back my attention. I'm taking back my attention. And so, and language, we all have a language, is the code that we use for understanding and communication between humans. And every word in a language is an agreement that we have agreed in to communicate. And when we were born, we didn't choose our religion, we didn't choose the family we're born into, we didn't choose a culture. All that was given to us. Even our name was given to us, And so we were domesticated because, and as children, we didn't have a choice. We didn't have a choice. We might have rebelled, but hey, we were children. And so the domestication process is what we're told over and over again. By repetition, we learn, just like you learn, a little dog learns. Give me your paw, good boy. Sit down, lay down. We learned. From our well-intended parents, our teachers, the government, we learned how to behave, and we were given the book of law. Here's the book of law, and this is the way you have to be. This is good, this is bad, this is that. These are the agreements that are deep inside of us. And how do we free ourselves of that? When we get hooked. That is the key, because the domestication process, which is what he calls it, is so strong that at a certain point, we don't need mama, papa, we don't need it all. We'll do it ourselves very, very well. That internalized judge is there. The judge is always judging, always comparing, always looking out. But the moment we're aware of it, we don't have to be that. That's unhooking our attention. And that's a moment-to-moment thing. It's just there. If we're really honest, that judge is there. However, if we begin to see it and not give it any power, we don't give our energy, we just notice, oh, isn't this interesting? Oh, okay. Don't fight with it or you're going to lose 100% of the time. Now, when you get hooked, that's how we need to unhook ourselves. And what are the ways that we unhook ourselves? And what I mean by getting hooked, the moment that a negative thought takes a hold of us, that we're judging something, then right away when we believe that thought so strongly, there's an emotional reaction. Somebody did me wrong. So-and-so betrayed me, blah, 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 blah. Right? I can go on. That thought calls forth, hey, we're having a party here. All the other thoughts come around and you create this whole story around that. And then all of a sudden you're going down that rabbit hole. So to unhook yourself, one of the best ways is this practice that I've talked to you before, RAIN. It's an acronym for recognize what's happening. Recognize that you are caught in the dream, that you're going down that rabbit hole. Take a breath. Breathe, be gentle with yourself. That's when you are compassionate with yourself. Recognize, allow. Because what does the judge do then? Start judging yourself. I shouldn't, I could have, I'm a good Unity student, I know better than this. Makes it worse. Allow. Continue to breathe. Create some space between you and what's happening. Let the feelings go. Let the feelings come and go. Recognize, allow. Inquire. What is this about? Is this really true? How's this serving me? Let me look at it from a different way. Use your mind, your cognitive mind. Move from here, from the amygdala to here, to the frontal lobe. So we breathe into that. And then maybe a hand in your heart. What am I needing right now? What am I needing? What is it that I'm needing? That's compassion. That's self-love. What am I needing? And you might just hear an ice cream. Okay. Whatever soothes your soul, but be gentle with yourself. It takes a lot of courage to challenge our beliefs. It takes a lot of courage. But as I was having this conversation with Rose earlier, once we're okay and we're centered, we can ask our inner intelligence, and believe me, the divine in us speaks and gives us beautiful messages. So in the silence, once you're centered, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. But first, come back to your center. Do whatever you can to come back to your center. Then ask, show me a better way. How can I see this from a different perspective? What's needed here? You see? It opens our mind. It opens us to a whole new reality, because it takes a great deal of courage and compassion to challenge our beliefs. But I know that you are all courageous or you won't be here. And we're being called right now to take a quantum leap into another way of being. Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. We're merely players in this huge dream, and it's time to wake up. And we know that there's something greater. We know that there's always something greater unfolding and calling us to be more. Did you all see the movie The Matrix? Remember the movie The Matrix? There was the red pill and the blue pill. If you took the blue pill, you were stayed in La La Land, right? In red pill, it's like you open up and you could see beyond the appearances to what is really real. So we're all here to take the pill of waking up. I remember when I went to see a spiritual teacher in India. I was in my 20s, and I had this huge letters of desires I wanted. And everything had to be fixed in order for me to be happy. All the people in my life had to be changing for me to be happy. You know what I mean? I think you know what I'm talking about. And when he looked in my eyes in that moment and asked me, "What do you want?" I couldn't talk. I could not speak because I had a glimpse in that moment of wholeness. I didn't want anything. I realized there was perfection right there, that life is perfect. I was caught in the smoky mirror, in the total smoky mirror, in the matrix. So we're here, waking up so that we can create a whole new dream for the world, for humanity, for a world that works for all, a world where we can see the divine in all. So, in the 4 agreements, there are 4 agreements, right? And we'll talk a little bit today about 2 of them. We'll talk more next week, but the first one is be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. Words have power. Words are energy. There's a vibration. Words are seeds that we plant in consciousness that create after their kind. First agreement is speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. If we could only do that, wouldn't this be a better world? Right? Be impeccable with your word. In John, it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." That is the first opening verse of the Gospel of John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Word is energy that we're putting out, agreements that we are communicating. So we're going to use our word with caution, with integrity. Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, said, "Words are seeds, vibration, of course, and when they're dropped into the invisible spiritual substance, they grow and bring forth after their kind." In other words, we create our reality through words. And Emily Cady, who's also a wonderful unity teacher, she said, "Our spoken word first hammers a thing desired into shape. Our continued spoken word brings that shaped substance forth and clothes it with a visible body." Everything that we see in the world of creation was first a thought made up of words. Also, when we think about words, it's important to think about this constant chatter in our minds. That's energy that we're moving. However, again, the mind has thousands of thoughts during the day. Just be mindful of the ones that hook you. And when you catch yourself going over and over a story or something, stop. And that's an opportunity to pull out weeds and think a better thought, because that's the choice that we have. Again, I go back to attention. Where your attention goes, there goes your power. And whatever you believe to be true, you're going to find evidence. You're going to look for the evidence because you're so caught up in the story that you're believing. So this is about being good detectives. Just notice in your mind, what is this going on? What's going on? And unhook ourselves over and over again. Again, it's an energy, a vibration. In theater, which I studied theater, there's also called the subtext. You could say something, but what's the energy behind it that you're bringing out? You know? So watch your thoughts, watch the energy. And then the second one is Don't take anything personally. Wow, if we could only do that, that one alone can free us, these two. Don't take anything personally. Why? Because absolutely nothing that anyone says or does has anything to do about you. Nothing to do with you. Everyone is living in their own dream, in their own story. Even when you are being insulted, it has nothing to do with you. Ouch. That's a tough one. That is a very tough one, right? He looked at me wrong. Oh, what did he mean by that? Oh, I can go on and on and on and on and on. Absolutely nothing. Even if they say, hey, you look so fat. Nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. It's to everybody is in their own story, with the agreements that they have in their own mind. We got to come to a place where we know, I know who I am, and nothing that anyone says or does has anything to do with me. I do not take things personally. I do not have the need to be accepted, because here's the thing. If we get insulted by what somebody does or says, we take things personally, that means that I'm into this selfish dream of me, just like a little child. This is all, I'm being hurt, me. We got to get out of that little me, the personality, into the greater story of the divinity within us. So we take that hurt, me, embrace that part of us, love that part of us, integrate that part of us that's hurt. But you are much more than your personality. You are so much more than the thoughts that you've believed yourself to be. You are so much more than the domestication process that we all bought into. So this is the time to wake up, to clean up our inner world, and actually the outer world too. We're in the midst of Lent so that we can get ready to have a huge awakening this Easter. Words are seeds. What seeds are you going to be planting? Because we're not only planting it for ourselves now, we're planting it for future generations. So what kind of world are we going to leave to our children, to our grandchildren? Be the person you want them to be. Be awake. Unhook the attention. Rise up and agree to be free for you and for the collective dream. Wake up and roar.
So at this point, we'd like to invite our ushers to come forward. And I invite you to take your offering in your hands with the awareness that blessings come in the form of time, talent, and treasure. And please read with me our offertory blessing. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive abundantly.
All right, so it's my turn again. I actually wrote a theatrical song, Stephen. I know you're in theater, you're really big in theater, and I even wore my theater-ish glasses today, just to kind of have the look. So, and I don't care what you think of that, really, because what you think about me is none of my business, right? Right. So, if this song offends you, it's a comic song, tongue-in-cheek, all that stuff. I actually am over the top, is what Stephen would call this. And so, but please, if the song offends you, please do not take it personally. And it has to do with both things we say to ourselves and what other people say about us. So, okay, here. when I'm in the dumps, a really big slump, and their words give way to headache. Or when that still small voice in me tells me and me and me and me that I may simply be schizophrenic. Or when they beat myself up with words that say I'm sunk, I recite a simple phrase that helps me lift me from my funk. Thanks for sharing, thanks for sharing. I'll take note of it when hell freezes over. Thanks for sharing, thanks for caring. Now that you mention it, I don't think we should go there. It's a model that has versatility. It kind of helps me not take things so personally. So I say, thanks for sharing, thanks for sharing. And to you I sing this song. It's an attitude of platitude that keeps my mind at ease. It replicates and duplicates the feeling of grace and ease. So when it all comes down on you and you know what hits the fan, I simply let it fly on by, and I walk to the promised land and say, thanks for sharing, thanks for sharing. We'll talk later when I think I might be caring. My assessment of what was your estimation can have my belly button for some contemplation. Not to take things personally takes lots and lots of practice. When itty-bitty criticisms feel like a prickly cactus. But is it me or is it them? Can really be confusing. So while we're sorting it all out, let's make it more amusing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I don't care if you don't like what I'm wearing. Your opinion counts when pigs begin to fly. Oh, look. No, don't. It's not. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. And to you, I sing this song. It's a motto that has versatility. It kind of helps me not take things so personally. When they criticize, carp, complain, condemn, denounce, accuse, they loathe, detest, deplore, despise, with more and more abuse, abominate and deprecate behavior that's deplorable. I lament in testament, these feelings aren't so horrible. Everything from scathing jokes or simple as a smirk. When it flies right past my head, we'll see just who's the jerk. And we'll say, thanks for sharing. Help me out. Thanks for sharing. 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 It really works. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. And to you I sing this song. I really mean it. Thanks for sharing. Oh yeah. Thank you.
That was so awesome. So much fun, right? We take ourselves too seriously sometimes. We got to be like children. Let's be like child. Let's wake up the child within us. And so when someone comes with you and blaming you about something, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Okay. So join me as we bless the children. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we see the living Spirit in you, as you. And now I'm going to call forth our prayer chaplains, and as they're coming forward, I am going to, with a lot of sadness, say that Marty will be gone for a few. I keep calling you Marty today. Mitch is going to be gone for a few months. He's one of those snowbirds, so we're going to miss you. And by the way, this is a reminder. If you are not here for the summer, let us know. Send us an email to the office so that we're looking at ways to keep the community connected. while you're away. So let us know. And if you know people that have left, let them know that we want to stay connected. So look at these beautiful prayer chaplains. They are here holding the high watch for all of us. And when they meet with you in prayer, they are centered. They are centered. Know that they are not going to be judging you. They're just there listening and seeing you as pure beingness, as pure light. That is the beauty of being a prayer chaplain. So next time we do a training, think about it, because you get to keep the original gift. Right? So, also, have a wonderful week. Do not take anything personally. Enjoy your life. Stay away from the collective dream and shine your light. Lighten up. Be free. And let us stand as we say our prayer for protection, followed by the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you,
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator, family all knowing. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And I'm going to do a song right now that I hope it doesn't offend anyone, but